Hello, I'm Dr. Patty Ford, and I'm here to give you a red flag in diet culture and then a reframe. So I've worked in health and nutrition since 2002, so over 20 years in many different capacities. When I'm working with people, and red flags for any type of diet culture is judging someone by their body size, assuming that thin or fat is better, potentially using the word fat, as I said that. It could be judging food as well. So the theme that I'm coming up with is this judgment, where we use judgment all of the time to help with diagnostic criteria that will then gauge intervention. The hardest part with food behaviors is we can come up with interventions that work for masses. But when you're working with someone individually, if this person is using the judgment from the masses, whether it be a book or a study, and they're ignoring their current hunger cues, or they're like, oh, it's fine, I'll just white knuckle it, or it's fine, I'm uncomfortable, but I'll get through it. This judgment of, I will be better when I reduce my blood pressure. I will be better when I lose 50 pounds. And so some of those things can be accurate and true, but there's this judgment of better, good, or bad. And so just shifting the language around, well, sodium can create a butterfly effect, if you will, where it can produce a higher blood pressure. So I'm going to choose foods that don't have sodium right now. Not that sodium is bad. So do you see like the judgment shift? And it's so minute, it feels silly. But when it starts to drip into culture where, oh, I'm going to be bad and eat a brownie. You're like, well, wait a minute. What happened? I'm not a bad person because I'm eating a brownie. Maybe that doesn't align with my dietary goals that I set this morning, and I'm just throwing them to the wayside because I'm tired or bored, or I've just been white knuckling it and I can't do it anymore. But it has nothing to do with the brownie. But there is a subconscious, I'm being bad because of the food you're choosing. And so typically when I hear that type of language, red flag is like very dramatic. It's just, hey, I wonder what's going on. I'm curious about their story where they were told food is bad. And that's really common, to be honest. So part of my work and part what I love is kind of removing this dual black or white thinking in food or health and becoming more curious, understanding someone's story and understanding their goals so their food behaviors can align with their goals while still really instilling in them that they're safe now. Because typically when someone's in my office, I'm a dietitian and a coach, there's not an emergency. There's not a need for survival. But somatically around food, body, especially if we're uncomfortable in our body, we're letting our nervous system know that we're not safe. It's not okay to be us. And so by removing judgment, we can start to navigate those things safely. And there's a whole slow, patient process that comes in it, but a reframe is there's no such thing as a good or bad food. And so see how that feels, see how that trickles, see how that feels in your head brain, heart brain, gut brain. And if you're wanting to explore it, wanting to explore the language around it, I'm available. We can dialogue here on YouTube. Go back to your safe places that you work with, or if you need a safe place, go find one. Okay, hope this helps. Bye.